once again from Pathway Hub, and I'm still running my series on how to get past and how to receive your results, which is literally coming in the next couple of days. So the first video I did for parents, so that we will know how to receive this and how to support you, the student. The second one I've done was for you, the student, so that you understand what your mom and dad feel and also understand what you need to do in terms of moving forward. This third video talks about what next. What's the next thing we're doing once we get our results? So the first thing I want you to do is to sit as a family. All right, once all emotions have moved on and everybody's excited and happy and calm, let's have a discussion at home, which is a proper discussion. Remember, you're now a young adult. You passed high school. So you have a little bit of a say in what needs to happen in your future. So number one, sit down and have a conversation about what program do you really want to do? And if you don't know what program you want to do, that's still okay. Does that make sense? Don't be too panicked about not knowing what you want to do, but at least start the conversation of saying, I am not 100% sure of what I want to do, or I want to be an architect, I want to go into dentistry, and I want to do A, B, C, D, E. Have that discussion. Number two, in this general meeting, general discussion, not overwhelming, not shouting, not imposing yourselves, parents, into the child, but just having a discussion, an open-ended discussion. Where can you study and where do you want to study? Please, parents, be realistic about this. Look at your finances and look at your budget, and also be honest with your child. They are an adult now. They need to know, where is mom and dad getting these funds? How are they going to process me going to study? And how will this look like? All right. That will also plan what you need to do in the next year. Does that make sense? What am I doing? Am I applying now? Am I waiting a year? Am I taking a gap year? What am I doing towards my future? Going out there and looking for the next step. So parents, have an honest discussion about the money. And when you talk of money, look at the money in its entirety. How much school fees can you do? How much living allowance? And come up with a compounded figure. So we can do $5,000 a year, my son, without an issue. Honey, daddy, baby, we can only do $10,000. That's what we can do. That will also help you to know, what do you need to do in order to reach the destination that you want with the budget that you have, and is it feasible? Right. If you want to see one of my scholarship videos, there's a link. Just look in my on our videos and I can talk to you about scholarship videos. Why do I say that? Because so often parents, kunyanya baberik, you have raised your child all this time, and now comes university, and all of a sudden we start expecting someone else to pay for our school fees for our child. We expect 100% scholarship, and sometimes we're the ones who run this into our children, and our children can't explore avenues because all they are doing is chasing and shopping for scholarships. Just a reminder and a warning: when we shop for scholarships and when we chase every single scholarship, we open our child up to vulnerability, where people can sell them a product that is not necessarily the right product or something that can get them off. I know there are all these groups, there are all these WhatsApp groups. My phone was awash this weekend as someone put into a group that, you can send your thing to Miss Helen and she'll get you 100% school fees. And I was shocked this New Year's as my phone was riddled with so many things. So we want you to be responsible. Parents, be responsible. Tell your child how much you have. I always tell parents, as a measure, use your current school that you are at, put 30% on that. All right. The same way that your child was in junior school, you had to increase your school fees into high school, right? And then when your child went from fourth form, you had to increase your school fees into upper six, right? So it's the same principle. Put a 30% increment, and that will probably be what you can afford, as in your total year's bill, all expenses, put 30%, and that will start to help you put some form of context of money. Maybe you have savings, maybe you have other ways that you can add that to your child. And it's important to put your child into the mix so they understand. will be able to make this, which means your child will see that opportunity as well as home and start to contribute into it, because they'll start to understand that those pigs on the farm make a difference to my life. Does that make sense? So have some realistic conversations in the next week. Don't run straight to an agent. Don't run straight to somebody else to start to dictate into your life. Once again, parents, watch the oversharing in family, watch the oversharing, right, in friends, and watch the oversharing in social media groups where we put, my child got 7 A's. What should I do? Please help. You as a parent need to be the parent in this situation, and you need to guide your child through their next step. They're actually looking towards you to be able to do that. So discussion, 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 discussion. That's what we're doing next before we rush out. Miss Helen, Pathway Hub, at your service.